Okay, guys, this is some stuff going on around here. Sorry, I haven't been on in a while, but got some stuff I had to take care of. This is about 4-year-old Savannah Poinch, I think her name is how you pronounce her last name, from Michigan City, Indiana. This little girl was beaten by her stepfather in the head, which caused her to fall and injure her head again. They then tied her up, put her in a sleeping bag, and put her in a room. They are charged with failing to seek medical treatment for Savannah's injuries. It is not known how long Savannah was left in a room or how long she was dead before the paramedics were summoned to the house for a child not breathing. After the EMTs were called, the apartment was cordoned off by police officers, and they began investigating Savannah's death. Now, the people charged are Savannah's mother, Melissa Bruce, and her stepfather, Scott Bruce. They, of course, as usual, have pled not guilty, but we both know that they are. In Oakland Park, Illinois, a 26-year-old Chicago woman has been charged with first-degree murder. She beat her 2-year-old niece to death. Police say Noors Hadid found her found her niece, Bria Hadid, unresponsive. The girl was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. The child died from multiple trauma due to child abuse, and her death was ruled a homicide. In Crete, Illinois, a man has been charged with the death of his foster son. And this makes it doubly horrible because not only did he beat this child very badly, but this child was mentally disabled. He really didn't have um, any way to fight back. Uh, Fred Johnson tied up 12-year-old Kevin Johnson to a bed with frame and straps, and then he repeatedly struck him in the head. They say Kevin and 8 other minors and relatives were living with Johnson. The others have been removed, of course. Johnson is charged with failing to seek medical attention for one of Kevin's siblings. And in Logansport, Indiana, a Kokomo woman whose son and niece were bound with zip ties and held in a closet had been sentenced to 8 years in prison under a plea agreement. Jennifer Leonard only received 8 years for that. She zip tied them and put them in a closet. Um, Leonard testified she never struck her son or her niece, but acknowledged she witnessed the abuse. But it doesn't matter if you witnessed it. If you witnessed it, you're just as bad. Um, I'm not really sure. Melissa Chandler was being denied access to her daughter, which is Leonard's sister, and there's somebody with the last name Hawks, and his wife Madeline are under investigation in Carroll County. All 4 adults shared the home with the children. Um, People say that Madeline threatened them and said that her family would get them if they said anything. But the best news ever, ever that I got on all this was, do you remember me telling you about the Detroit couple who murdered their one child, kept it in a freezer, and tried to cremate it in a pit in their backyard after they scalded their other child? Well, they were sentenced. They were sentenced Friday. The Detroit couple was sentenced for a while. Wayne County Circuit Judge Michael Callahan sentenced 29-year-old Joseph Miller to 22 to 50 years in prison for second-degree murder and 25-year-old Nikayla Reed to 10 to 15 years for involuntary manslaughter. Miller and Reed pled guilty last month to those and other lesser charges. Police found Dante Miller's remains while investigating the 2007 scalding of the couple's 1-year-old son. Joseph Miller pled guilty to first-degree child abuse in that case and was sentenced to an additional 10 to 15 years to run concurrent with his murder sentence. I personally think they need more time, especially the mother. But at least they were convicted. Michigan usually lets them get off so light, so I'm just happy that they're serving time. Now, do you see these things right here? Most of these are repeated offenders, and this is why we want to pass this National Child Abuse Registry, so these children don't have to go back into these homes, and they're safe, and we know they're safe. So I'm sorry this one's short and kind of monotone. Um, I'll have more later. I just want to let you guys know what was going on. Alright? I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.